You ready? So today we're working on tractor again, and I have got a kit here for a USB charge port and a power port for my Kioti tractor. Now, yes, I can go online and get one off Amazon for like 12 bucks or something like that, but I think I've got like $25 in this kit, and this is all Kioti parts. So it's all gonna plug in and should attach to where I need it to, and then it'll work with the factory fuse panel, so I won't have to run an extra line fuse someplace, and there's a factory location for it. So let's get into it. As you can see, I've got some help today. Probably more help than I know what to do with.
Of course.
So I'm going to tear this apart, and hopefully this should be quick. So right back in there, and actually I've been fooling around with one of the things, and you can see here I've got it kind of pushed in, and it needs pulled back out if I was going to leave it alone. We're going to put them there, and this gear shift's kind of in the way, so I'm going to pull this down to low. And the first things first is I got to take that part out. So I've got one screw here, I've got one screw over here, and then I've got one screw back there. So those are a 10 millimeter. And so I've got my 10 millimeter ratchet, and I'm going to take that apart and see what's underneath of it. Okay, so now that one there, I have to get with a wrench. It's tight in there. I'll put that. I already loosened that one earlier. I forgot I had it that loose though. I think it's coming out. It's longer than I anticipated. Man. I'm gonna come back to that one. Let's see if I can get this one out. Okay, the one back behind the cup holder, that's the one I'm loosening now. I've got it pretty loose. Let me get rid of the, just do it that way. And it got tough again. Okay, there's one out. It's a good place for that. Now the other one here, my wrench got someplace where it laid and got a little rust on the end of it, so it doesn't fit like it should. I'm trying to keep my head out of your guys' way. Okay, I've got that one loose now. They were in there tight, but it wasn't that bad. So if I can get that one all the way out. Okay, I still got to finish getting this one out. There we go. Okay, there's that. So there's the back end of it there, and I expected to see some wires there, but I don't see them, so we're gonna have to dig around and see if they're under there. Okay, so I have some news. I done something I probably didn't need to do because I was searching for something I couldn't find. And in case anybody's wondering, the seats on these tractors are a little heavy. Now, I'm not completely upset because while I've got this off here, I'm going to blow a lot of that stuff out. I'm going to go get the leaf blower, clean this. But the wiring that I was looking for that should come up through here isn't there. I'll show you where it's at. So, walk around the tripod here. If you come back here, right here, and it's even labeled pull that out of there. See, it says USB, and there's a tie wrap there. So I'll cut that tie wrap, and those right there are the connectors that go to the back of those. And it ties into the wiring harness right there, so that'll go forward and up through that slot. That's where it's located at. All right, my cameraman's a bit of a rookie. He's in training right now, so forgive me if it's a little shaky or out of focus. So what I want to do is I'm gonna take my knife here and come around here. Around here. I want you to look right in here, okay? Take my knife in here, and I'm gonna try and be easy because I don't want to cut anything other than the tie wrap. There's my wire. So I'm gonna stick that wire up through here, this direction. Okay, now follow me around to the seat. Stay in focus and don't bounce around all over the place. Pay attention to what that's looking at. Come here. All right, you can stay there. Okay, focus on this area. Got it? Don't rest on my arm because I'm moving. So now that I've pulled that up through here, there's my piece. So I'm going to bring it up through this slot right here. Okay, now before we go any further, I'm going to clean this area and then we'll get back to you. Okay, it sent some directions, which they're fairly simple. I say that because I have done electrical work for a while, so I kind of understand automotive electricity pretty easily. And it's got two of these. One of them is just your power outlet, and the other one has got USB connectors, like so. Okay, so it'd be good for charging my cell phone while I'm listening to something Bluetooth while I'm on the tractor. The only thing I would like to look at here is to see how they've got theirs laid out, and it looks like they put their USB on the bottom. And I will probably do that as well. Keep the power outlet close to the top. That way if I've got something that plugs into it, it's kind of a straight in, because USB is a little easier to deal with. So I'm going to take my backing nut off of it, and I'm going to set that down through like so, keeping the flap to where it tips up. And so on the back side here, be like this. I'm going to screw my backing nut on there to where it's all the way like that right there. Now these are plastic, and I could get me a big old pair of pliers and tighten them, but I'm not going to do that because, well, they're plastic and I really don't want to tear it up, and I don't want to strip the threads. I would like to think that right there I can get that tight enough by hand that that shouldn't go anywhere. Now maybe that'll come back to haunt me later, but until it does, it's only 3 screws. I can take it back apart. Now that I know that I don't have to hunt for the wire harness no more, I don't have to take the seat back off. So I'm going to take this one, put it on, and run it all the way on there. And now I'll try and tighten that up. It's a little harder to tighten up because I don't have as much room to work because I put the other one in there. Now, yes, I could get a pair of channel locks and do that, but I know me, I'd probably break it. So if I can't do it any tighter with my fingers, it's probably okay. So now that is ready to go back on the tractor, and I'll get a better view for that. So I will tell you this, what I noticed. So if you look at this, the one says USB, and I'd say the reason they said that was because if you look at the red wires, this one's a little bit bigger, because the USB doesn't carry as much amperage as the power outlet does, and for good reason. So we are going to plug these in, and those say negative and positive on the back side of them. So negative there, that's the USB. Positive there. Okay, and then let's see here. Now I can't see. Yep. So now we've got negative on that one. Like I said, on the back of them, they show negative and positive, and then positive on that one, and that's for the outlet. Okay, and they're regular blade connectors. Once you put them on there, they snap on. And so now that will go back down in there a little bit, and I should be able to put my bolts back in there. And I'll start with this one just to kind of hold it in place. I guess the good thing about taking the seat out is you guys can see a little bit better, because if the seat was still in there, you wouldn't be able to see this as well. And so this bolt right here, there, not wanting to cross thread on me for some reason. And I don't want cross thread. I know that's just as good as Loctite, or as nature's Loctite, as some people would say. I don't know, let me try and change those places. Try and put that one back down in there. Yep, that one's fine. Okay, and then I've got this one up front here, which it's right up against the shifter. I guess I could pull the boot for the shifter back, but I'm really would prefer not to do that. It's not that big a deal if I can get it started here and get it back in. I guess that's the battle right there. Oh man, I thought I had it. That's not going to be any fun, I can tell you that. It is down there in a tight spot for sure. Turns out that's going to be the biggest problem of the whole thing, is this one bolt here in the front. Imagine that. As of right now, the seat came off the tractor easier than this bolt going back in. Hey, I got it. Looky there. So now all it's left to do is tighten all three of these bolts back down, and then I'm going to put the seat back in it. And just so you guys are aware, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holding the seat bolts to the frame. You can see there's 2 back here, and then there's 2 on each side, and there's 2 in the front. And those are 12mm in case you're curious. So I'm going to put the seat back in, I'm going to tighten these bolts up, and then we'll turn the tractor on and test and see if the fuse is already in the fuse block, because I think it is. I'm not sure. Okay, so I went ahead and parked the tractor under the shed because I'll be honest with you, the sun out there was, you just couldn't get any good light. And I know this is a little dimmer, but at least you can see a little bit better. So, and down here, I've got my phone plugged in, and got plugged into the the cell phone charger, just the USB. And I can't hold that open and hold the camera and turn the key at the same time, but you should be able to see a blue light kick on when I turn the key on, and you see the phone start charging. And so that's really all it was. I mean, the fuse was already in the panel. It just needed plugged in. Like, I haven't even opened the hood of the tractor. Your fuse panel is right under this side right here. If you're sitting on the tractor, it's the right hand side. It's right underneath the hood. That's where the fuse panel's at. So that was it. Those 2 pieces screwed into that piece of plastic, that wiring harness slid onto the blade connectors, and we're done. Now I have a way to charge my cell phone while I'm on the tractor, and I have a power outlet, so if I need to run, I got a compressor that's 12 volts or something, if I need to be out someplace where I got to plug that in, or if you got a beacon light or anything you want to plug in that would be 12 volts, you have a place to plug it in now. So hopefully that one wasn't too rough of one for you. I tried to make it quick and dirty. I did show you a little bit of everything I went through. So that's it. That was what we really done. I done it in the evening, and after I brought the boy home from school, and now it's let's see. So probably about from the time I got started to now, took me about 45 minutes, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was setting the camera up and everything the whole time. So, and trying to keep an eye on him. So I'd say a normal person could probably do it in about 20. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. I don't care if you turn the notification bell off or not. And give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the next one.